Okay, so we'll start with today's session now. So I'll just go through these slides, which was covered yesterday. You can just have a glance through it. So it will give you a gist about what was covered yesterday. Okay, I'll just run through these slides for a minute. Does anybody in this group know where the word communication actually came from? And what does that mean? Yes, no, maybe?
Communication is like interacting with each other.
So where does this word communication is derived from? Where does it came from? Anybody knows?
No.
No,
yes,
sir.
Aisha?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. Vinay? Bhavna?
No,
Anybody? Sir. So basically this word communication actually came from a Greek word commune. And commune means to share. Always remember that commune means to share. So communication, when we have a communication with the other person, what we are doing, we are not arguing, we are sharing information with each other. Okay. So this was covered till here. It was covered yesterday. These were 7 C's of communication, which we are going to talk about today. All right. So the first C is correctness. What is correctness? When you communicate with each other, correctness is very important because you need to ensure that you're using correct grammar, correct language, correct data, etc. in written communication. And always make sure if you are sending a written communication, because in business communication, your more than 50% of your communication will either be written or through emails, and the remaining 50% will be through your one-to-one communication. So whenever you're having a written communication, you're sending an email or you're writing a letter to your manager or your supervisor, always ensure that you proofread your email before you send it out. I hope that everybody knows what proofreading is, right? Yeah. Hello. बात करो यार.
Hello,
Everybody.
I'm sorry, we had some network connection issues, so
Sir,
I don't know what exactly is going
your
on.
voice is not audible, sir.
My voice is not clear.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, just give me 1 minute here. Yeah? Let me just.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sir.
Because we are actually facing some issues of my internet Wi-Fi. Let me try to connect my hotspot and see if it is okay. So are you all able to hear me properly now? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you are.
Thank you. And sorry for this inconvenience. Okay. So I was talking about correctness. Correctness, as we are now talking about business communication. So when you go to the corporate world, 50% of your communication will be verbal and 50% of your communication will be written communication. It will be either through emails or chats So I was saying that every time you have to send an email to your manager or your supervisor, you need to ensure that you proofread your email before you send it across, that everything is correct. It is correct grammatically, there is no spelling mistake. You're using correct language, you're not using jargons, because in business communication, we need to ensure that we are not using words which we normally use for informal letters. I hope that is clear. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So correctness is the communication implies that the correct message is conveyed through messages. So correctness in the communication implies that the correct message is conveyed through message, which means that when you're having a communication, correctness is very important aspect of communication, because it will let the other person know how much uh, the message that has been shared with them, how much correct that message is. Correct communication boosts up confidence level of a sender. Now, I will just give you one example of it. If you're sending a written communication, an email to your manager, and now you have done a little bit of research about something, and you're sharing it with your manager via email, and you have proofread your email, and you're 100% sure that everything that you're sharing on this email is 100% right. So that will automatically boost up your confidence, stating that when your manager will read it, it will your उनका जो नजरिया रहेगा आपको देखने का, it will change automatically. So it will automatically boost your confidence. Correct information has the impact on the audience. So whenever you share right information with others, it gives them a positive impact. Like for example, अगर हमारे साथ में कोई incorrect information share करता है, then do we feel comfortable speaking with that person again? If somebody is giving us wrong information, will we ever approach that person again in future? Yeah. Hello.
No, sir.
Yeah. So that is what this point claims, that correct information has the impact on the audience. So if you're sharing the right information with the people, this will create a positive impact on them. And your correctness means it should be free from grammatical errors and use of appropriate and correct language, as I mentioned earlier. Second C of the communication is conciseness. Now, what does conciseness means? Never use more words than which is necessary. So whenever you are having a communication, you make sure that you are concise with your information. Only the relevant information is shared. Why? Because brevity is more easily understood. Brevity means conciseness is more easily understood. And when you go to the corporate world, nobody likes to read long emails, because that is waste of time for them as well. So we need to ensure that whatever message that we are passing across to the other person, it needs to be very concise. Though you must avoid discourtesy, concise message save you and the recipient time as well. So conciseness means communicating what you want to convey in least possible word. Least possible word as in you should not skip the relevant information. So information which is not necessary, you should not include it in your communication. When second point is conciseness is the necessity for effective communication. As I mentioned earlier, when you go to the corporate world, nobody likes to read long emails because it is waste of time for them as well. So only the relevant information that you need to pass it over, you need to mention that, or you have to communicate the relevant information to the other person. Concise communication provides short and essential message in limited words. Now, this is an art of communication. Not everybody has it. I still remember my tenure working with one of the companies where my manager always used to tell the supervisors that when you are sending an email, make sure that you use limited words and you do not send all the information, send only the relevant information. So this is an art of communication where you can understand what are the essential message, how can you send across the essential message in limited words. And concise message is more appealing and comprehensive to the audience. Even the audience don't like to listen to long speeches. Like if you have heard motivational speakers, there are few motivational speakers which when you listen to them for 2 or 3 minutes, then you just skip through the remaining of the session. And there are few people who you, when you listen to 2 or 3 minutes, you feel like you want to listen to them throughout the session. The reason behind it is because they are to the point, they are comprehensive, and they only use they only communicate in concise way what is necessary. And concise messages are non-repetitive in nature. So concise itself says that nobody will use repeated sentences or words in your message. So it is self-explanatory. Now, third C is consideration. Be considerate with your message by putting yourself in the position of the recipient. Now, we need to ensure that when we are sending a message, we need to put ourselves in their shoes. The message that we are sending across to the other person, the recipient, we need to put ourselves in their shoes. This is what consideration means. So effective communication must take audience into consideration by knowing the viewpoints, background, mindset, and educational level, etc. Anybody in this room knows Arfin Khan? He is also one of the motivational speaker and coach. Anybody knows?
I know.
You know, okay.
I know Arfin Khan. Yeah.
Anybody else heard about Arfin Khan? Yes, no, maybe. Hello?
No, sir.
No? Anybody else? Saundarya, Sri Lakshmi, Bhavna?
No, sir.
No? Okay.
No,
He's also one of the motivational
Hello,
speaker,
everyone.
and he is a coach as well. Now, what he usually does is when he goes on stage, before going on a stage, he always asks his employees, you can say, or the people who works with him or for him, he always asks them to know the audience and let him know what category of audience are there. Without knowing his audience, he does not go on a stage. I still remember in one of his interview, he said that it happened that once his session time was already there, but he was not having the details of audience which are there in the auditorium. So he took extra 1 hour, and then they did a little bit of survey about the people who were there in the auditorium, and then they came with the survey to him. He understood the audience, and then he went on the stage. So it is what it is. Effective communication means take audience into consideration. Sorry, I have to mute everyone because of the disturbance. Yeah. So the second point, consideration implies stepping into the shoes of others. As I said earlier, like when you are having a communication, you need to step into the shoes of the other person who you are speaking with, or with whom you are going to have a conversation with. Third, consideration ensures that the self-respect of the audience is maintained and their emotions are not harmed. So if you can connect with what I said about Arfin Khan before going on stage, he wanted to know about his audience. The reason behind that is because when you know your audience, you also understand what emotions they are going through, and you will not use any sentences or words which will harm your audience. So this is what consideration is about. Consider the needs and requirement of the audience to achieve effective communication. Fourth is clarity. Now, practicing clarity in your communication ensures that the message is received accurately. Clarity is one of the very important aspect of communication. Everyone needs to ensure. Can I ask everyone to mute themselves, please? So clarity is very important aspect of communication, because if you're not clear with your communication, the other person will never understand what exactly you mean. So you need to be clear with your communication. Use language which is easily understood by the other person that you're communicating with. Clarity helps to understand the message easily. As I said, if you're clear with your message, the person that you're having a communication with will be able to understand you. But if you're not clear with your communication, then the other person will not be able to understand what message you actually want to pass it. Clarity implies emphasizing on a specific goal or objective at a time rather than trying to move away from the track. So what clarity does is it will help you to on a specific goal or objective at a time rather than we lose a track of our conversation. Complete clarity of thoughts and ideas enhances the meaning of message. So if your message is clear with thoughts and ideas, the other person that you're communicating with will be able to understand what exactly your message means to them. And clarity comes with the use of exact, appropriate, and concrete words. So you need to make sure that when you're passing on a written communication, if you're having a written communication or verbal communication, always be clear, use exact, appropriate, and concrete words, which will help the other person to understand the message. Next is courtesy. What is courtesy? Everybody knows what courtesy is, if I'm right. So courtesy means being polite, kind, enthusiastic, and convincing with your communication. Courtesy is an important element of effective communication, because if you're not courteous with your communication, you cannot expect the other person to be courteous with the response you're going to get from him. Courtesy reflects the nature and character of the sender of the message, because if you're courteous with your communication, it actually reflects what kind of person you are, what character you are holding. It is same as give respect and then expect the same. As I said earlier, if you are courteous with your words, with your communication, you can expect the same courtesy from the other person as well. But if you are not courteous with your communication, then you cannot expect the same courtesy from the other person. And courtesy is not at all biased in nature. Courtesy can never be biased. Always remember that, because courtesy is something that a person holds within himself. Now, concreteness. What is concreteness? Concrete communication is specific, clear, and meaningful. It avoids vagueness, uses available facts and figures to add authenticity, and builds around an active voice. So basically, concrete communication shows good level of confidence. So if you're very concrete with your communication, it will automatically boost your own self-confidence. Concrete communication implies being particular and clear rather than being fuzzy and general. So when you're having a communication, and if you're concrete with your communication, you will always be clear with the message that you want to pass it over to the other person, rather than being fuzzy and just going round and round in circles. Concrete information helps to strengthen the reputation of the organization. So in business communication, when one person is passing on information to other department or other person, if that person is concrete with the information, it actually strengthens the reputation of his own organization, or you can say of his department itself. Concrete information cannot be misinterpreted. So if you are concrete with your information, which means if you're specific, if you're clear, and if your information is meaningful, you're not going round and round in circles, it cannot be misinterpreted. And then last, and which is most important, is completeness. So your message should be complete, delivering all the facts needed for the recipient to make an informed decision. Because if a person wants to make a decision, he needs to ensure that the information that he has received is complete information and not incomplete information. Because if you are the one who's passing on information to another person, and the information is incomplete, the decision that may be taken based on your information will be wrong. So that's why you need to make sure that you're complete with your information. Incomplete messages often receive poor responses, and to ensure that your communication is complete, you need to ask these questions: what, when, why, who, where, and how. So always when you are having either a written communication in your business or in the job, and either you are having a verbal communication, plan yourself and make sure that you ask these questions to yourself: what, when, why, who, where, and how. So the information conveyed in the message should be complete for communication to be effective. It is very important. The sender must take into consideration the receiver's mindset and convey the message accordingly. Sometimes what happens is we are having a communication with someone who has a complete different mindset. So we need to make sure that the person we are communicating with, as I said yesterday, that we need to understand their mindset. If we are able to understand their mindset, we will be able to have a proper communication with them. So a sender must take into consideration the receiver's mindset and convey the message accordingly. Complete communication enhances the reputation of the organization. So if you're sending an incomplete information, and suppose if our company is sending an information to another company, so what will happen is if we share incomplete information with the other company, they will not be able to do any business with us in future. So that's why complete communication enhances the reputation of the organization. Complete information always gives additional information wherever required. It leaves no question in the mind of the receiver. So if I'm passing on an information to you all, and if I'm incomplete with my information, nobody would like that. Similarly, complete information always gives additional information wherever required, and it leaves no question in the mind. So the person that you're sharing the information with will not have any other thoughts in his mind if you're sharing the complete information with him. Complete information helps in better decision making as it serves all the desired and crucial information. What are the desired and crucial information? As I said, before sending the communication out, you need to ask these questions: what, when, why, who, where, and how. So if you follow this process, your communication that you are having will be complete, and complete information persuades the audience. Am I clear till here? Any questions you all have? Yes, no, maybe? I've allowed you all now to talk. So in case if you have any questions based on what we have gone through for these 7 C's of communication, you can ask me now. A lot of disturbance. Hello. I think somebody has logged in from 2 devices, because of which there is this disturbance coming in. Melonica?
Shehzad, it would be better if you,
Hello, Naseeb. Naseeb, ma'am.
like people with same device or maybe 2 different
Okay.
names.
Did you took
trying
the
to
questions
stay
from
around.
your students?
I wasn't able to yesterday. I was a little tied up, Shehzad. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, okay, no problem. So anybody else has any questions regarding to the 7 C's that we have just discussed?
No, sir.
गुड इवनिंग शहजाद सर, अवाम गुड इवनिंग। सॉरी थोड़ा लेट हो गया, सॉरी लेट सेशन ज्वाइन किया, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा सेशन था। थोड़ा बाद में और एक्सप्लेन होता है।
Oh, explain. This session is getting recorded, so I'll share the link with you all in case if you have missed in the beginning.
Yeah, Shehzad sir.
So any other questions, anyone? Aisha, Bhavna, Arshad, Jay.
No, sir. All the topics were really so clear.
Okay. Now, I hope that you all have book and pen with you all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what I am going to do is just look on your screen and let me know if everybody can read this. What can you do better to improve your communication skills? Everybody is able to see that?
Yes, sir. It is. It is.
Yeah. I'm going to now move you all into a breakout rooms. So there will be 3 breakout rooms. Okay, I will divide the participants into 3 groups. You will then discuss within your group what can you do to improve your communication skills. So right now I can see that there are like almost 20, more than 20 people. So we will divide them group of 7 each. Okay, so there will be 3 groups. You will then choose a group representative. In every group, you will have to choose one representative who can represent the entire group. Because when you come back to the main room, the group representative will then explain what was discussed in their group, what points can be used to improve your communication skills. But I want everyone to actively participate when you are in that small groups of 7 people. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please join your groups. Sujay, Saad,
Hello.
Yes, please join your respective group.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Is that C, sir?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Saad, Sujay, please join your groups. Sujay. Yeah, hello. I don't see any conversation going here. I request you all to start communicating with each other and come to a conclusion. What can you do to improve your communication skills? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Miss Melonica, Saujanya, Saundarya, kindly participate in this and have a communication with each other. Hello, everyone.
Yes,
Are
sir,
you-
I was puzzled, like you just vacated us to a group so that we should start up discussing or what.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
have,
timer on.
yeah. I'll give you all 10 minutes. So for this 10 minutes, you have to discuss among yourself what can you do to improve your communication skill. But before that, you need to ensure that you also choose a group representative who will, on behalf of this group, when you come to the main session, the group representative will let everybody know what discussion you all have done and what was the outcome of this discussion. Okay. So Sohail, Raghuendra, Bhavna, Vinay, kindly participate and have a conversation with each other. Okay.
Right, sir.
Anna,
Yes, sir.
can you just join group B, please? You must have received a request to join group B. So
I
Jay,
had joined, sir. None of them are there in the group. Only
there
I
are
was there. Everybody
yeah,
left, so I just left.
there are two people already there. Manoj and Naseeb is already there. So if you can just join back and have a conversation with them. Sahad,
Sure, sir. Can you please send me the the thing?
you must have received it. Please check.
So the next thing is we just have to engage our listeners or readers so that we just grab our attention. Like if I'm telling something, you all guys are listening to it, right? So yeah. So if someone is having a speech, like we shouldn't interrupt. We should listen everything. Listen till the speaker stops. Then we just have to respond, right? If one hasn't understood, we'll just make them understand. Keeping being so interactive.
Hi Manoj, Nishal, Rana.
Hello, sir.
Have you all discussed about anything or nothing? Yes, no?
No, sir.
There's
Not
only,
yet,
there's
sir.
only 1.5 minutes left. So choose a representative and just discuss for this couple of minutes that you have what you can do to have better communication skills. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಈ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಂಡಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ ಎಂಡಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ರು.
Hello, I am audible, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, exactly, sir. You have a maybe network issue, sir.
For me?
Sir, maybe your network issue.
No, I don't have any network issue as of now.
But sir, no, sir. Regular webinar classes.
No regular webinar classes as of now. There will be regular webinar classes for communication skills in the month of December. It will be 1 month.
Sir, maybe 7 o'clock start today, but sir, maybe 10 to 12 minutes only for communication skill class. Only for hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
सर फिर उसके बाद कट गया था सर, आपने चला गया था.
नहीं, मैंने सब लोगों को जो है मूव किया था ब्रेकआउट रूम्स में, ताकि वो लोग जो है खुद से कॉन्वर्सेशन अपने आप से जो है एक दूसरे से कॉन्वर्सेशन कर सकें. आई होप एवरीवन इज बैक इनटू द रूम नाउ.
तो कन्वर्सेशन हो गया सर.
So I made 3 groups, but I saw that only 2 groups were active. One group was not active at all. Group A and Group C was active. There was nobody in Group B who was active. So Group A, who is your representative?
Aisha.
Aisha. Okay. And Group B?
Yes, sir.
Group C, who was your representative? Manoj was there, Hannah was there. Manoj, can you listen? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So who is your group representative?
Yes, sir.
Group B, sir, Suhail this side.
Okay. So let's Group A go ahead first. So Aisha, what did you all discuss?
Yes, sir. As we have to discuss about a few factors that has to improve our good communication skills, like very first is we have to be an active listener.
Okay. How can you be an
Right.
active listener? What quality does an active listener needs?
Whether you are having a basic or a verbal or a non-verbal communication, we have to be so clear. Like if I'm telling you something, you're really grasping whatever I'm saying. You have to be an active listener. Very first thing which will help in good communication skills.
Listen in a listen. Aisha, listen का
Listen.
पहले 3 अल्फाबेट्स क्या है?
LISTEN.
अब उसको LIS को उल्टा कर दो, क्या हो जाता है फिर वो? Listen itself says silent, correct?
Yes.
है ना? So to be an active listener, you first need to be silent. Because if you are not silent, you will not be an active listener. समझे बात? Okay.
हाँ सही कह रहे हो sir. As
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Vinay said, we have to keep interacting. Like अगर तुम पता भी नहीं है तो तुम अगर like you're going or traveling by bus or we're traveling somewhere, so you just see those signboards of some stores, shops, and all, for which we just start reading or interacting with someone who's sitting beside us. That gives a fact, that gives a good factor towards good communication.
Okay, I didn't actually
this is the
get this
second
point. So if you're traveling via bus,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you have
via bus,
someone,
yeah.
and if there is someone who's sitting beside you,
Yes.
so what you need to do with him?
So it's just that if they're interacting with you, we should also have to interact. Like ऐसे ही बात करते करते रहेंगे तो कुछ उनसे knowledge मिलेगा हमें भी, like कुछ अलग से कुछ words भी use कर सकते हैं. If you're not understanding, you can even ask them again. Yeah. So this is the thing.
Aisha,
And there must
I
be a
said that
proper eye
not
contact.
with the beside. I said not with the beside person. We have to talk ourselves.
You have to talk to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Like, can you just explain? Like, if you're traveling somewhere, you have to talk to yourself. Is that what you mean? I'm just trying to understand, so I can actually help you out with that. Yes, Vinay?
Sir, when we are traveling in a bus or maybe in any traveling vehicles, we will saw a lot of things around us. If we goes on talking about the things in our mind itself, that will makes our communication and even if the vocabulary to the high. I think so. While we going with a bike, we can talk ourselves with a loud voice. We can say with a loud voice, so that will makes us communicating and getting a new things there.
Okay, got it. So basically, when you want to
Basically, I have
talk
made
to
some-
yourself, Vinay, always make sure when you're talking to yourself, you use affirmations, which will help you to build confidence to communicate. Okay.
I just want to tell you some views.
Yes,
What
sir.
I do
Even
was,
when we talk in front of mirror, also our communication we will lose our fear. So communication will automatically develop there also.
what exactly I do is, what I practice is every day I just take up some books, which will be, I'll just make a schedule for which a book will be, for this time or duration, I just have to finish off. Like एक बुक ले लिया मैंने तो वो 10 दिन में रखती हूँ, और वो इंग्लिश ग्रामर में जो भी नए नए वर्ड्स आते हैं, I just read it every day. I've got some cards from Time, for which each card consists of 10 words. I just read them, understand them, and use it in my everyday life.
Okay.
So basically,
books are the best friend.
Books are the best friends. Second thing is social media, then social networking. Already IG, as how I got to know things on LinkedIn about you, I began following and now I'm into this interactive session virtually. So this is also a barrier I can say.
Okay.
Then what is, we should be brief but to the point.
Brief to the
Not
point.
because if you're just telling each and
Conciseness.
everything again and again.
Yeah. So
Yes, that's
this was the
conciseness.
this was the
Yeah,
point, was
then-
conciseness. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Aisha.
yes. So if I'm speaking, then yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Manoj,
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Sir,
Yes, please go ahead.
sir, firstly, we have friendliness, sir, with to communicate with everyone.
Okay.
And
Friendly
we have
nature.
confidence.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Confidence,
Okay.
clarity,
Clarity. Right.
and we have uh, we have reached every day new persons, so we have friendliness to talk with them.
Yes. So how can you build
It is
that
also-
friendliness?
Talk with fluently, know the informations.
So like what I'm asking is, to be a friendly with someone, what you will have to do first is to have a conversation, right? Because without having a
Yes.
conversation, how can you be friendly with that person? Are you getting my point? So to build that conversation, what will be the first step that you will take? Like
Firstly, we have to say,
suppose an example, you don't know me personally, right? I don't know
yes,
you
sir.
personally. Now
Yes, sir.
you want to be friendly with me. So what will be the first step that you will take?
We say firstly hi
Yes.
with smiley
Say
face.
hi. Then
Then we have to ask some questions for.
Yeah, introduce yourself, make an eye
yes,
contact.
correct. First thing that you will do to be friendly with someone is after greeting. First will be the greeting. Like you said, hi, hello,
Yes, sir.
or good evening, good afternoon, hello, good afternoon, hi, good evening. After that, you will introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Manoj. I am from Karnataka. I am a student, or if you're working somewhere, I don't know. So if I'm like, what I normally do is when I'm spending my time at railway station, for example, if I'm traveling, because in my profession, when I am a trainer, I have to travel to different cities. So, and I don't like to be silent when I'm traveling. So what I normally do is whenever I meet anyone, I just introduce myself. Hi, my name is Shehzad. I'm a soft skill trainer, and I'm going to Pune for one of my sessions. So, are you traveling for business requirement, or are you from Pune? So this is how I start my conversation. So when you want to be friendly with someone after greeting, always introduce yourself and then ask the other person to introduce them. Okay, do not ask questions right away, because if you start asking questions immediately, that other person may feel a little bit offended. You know what offended means, right? Like if I don't know you and if you're saying, hi, my name is Manoj, where are you going?
Yes.
If you ask me this question, where are you going? I will feel offended. But if you introduce yourself and then you will ask me, I will not feel offended. You got this concept clear, right, Manoj? So
Yes,
to
sir.
be
Yes, sir.
friendly with a stranger, you need to first do a greeting and then you have to introduce yourself. Okay, what else was discussed?
That's it, sir.
That's it. Hannah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Hannah, how are you?
Fine, sir. How are
Anything?
you?
I'm good, thank you. So Hannah, anything that
Thank
clicked your mind? Anything that Manoj might have missed out?
That's what, sir. Like as
Because
you
I know
said,
that you guys got very
introducing
less.
ourselves
Yeah,
first
because I know
with the
that you
priority.
guys got very less time. It was only 3 minutes when you went into the room.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anything that he must have missed, or he does not remember and you remember it?
Like sir, as you said, priority is like introducing ourselves should be the main priority.
Yes.
Because we get to know about each other first. Then we should continue about the topic.
Yes. Then you can ask question, because when you
Yeah,
introduce
yeah.
yourself and ask the
Yeah.
person's introduction, now you are in a position to start a conversation. Then you can ask him, are you from Pune? Are you traveling home, or you're traveling for business purpose? Then he will not feel offended.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sohail, you there? Sohail. Okay, never mind. So, did you all got the basic concept clear about communication? Everyone, Manoj, Aisha, Bhavna, Vinay, Hannah, Harshad. I think
Yes, sir.
Saad and Sujay are not there at all because they did not even join the breakout room. So I don't think so they are actually there at the desk.
I'm there, sir. I'm there. But I'm in just busy right
Hello.
now. But I'm listening it.
So did you all got the basic
That's it. I'm
concept?
listening.
Did
I'm
you
listening. But
did you all
I'm not
got?
responding because I'm driving.
Okay, no problem, sir. So did you all got the basic concept clear about the communication?
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any
So,
questions
sir,
that is there in your mind regarding communication?
hello.
Yes.
Hello, I am audible.
Yes.
Sir, sorry, sir. I have a just traveling metro, sir. So network is sometimes.
Okay, okay, no problem. Koi baat nahi. So any question that is there in your mind which we need to clear, you can let me know today itself about the communication, because tomorrow entire session will be about self-confidence. Now remember one thing, self-confidence cannot be learned. So when you come tomorrow, make sure that you have a mindset that self-confidence cannot be learned.
It's in ourselves. We should have to develop.
Yeah, self-confidence is something that you will have to develop. You will not be able to learn it. A lot of people will tell you, ये tricks है, ये tips है, ऐसा करो, self-confidence बढ़ जाएगा. Self-confidence can only grow through practice. That we will be discussing tomorrow. So about communication skill, any questions that you guys still have? You can ask me questions, otherwise I will start asking questions to each one of you.
Like, sir, as yesterday we did discuss, like you had got on, you were in some interview for which you have to explain about, tell something about football. You stammered there, you were not aware of the topic.
Yeah, it was when I was going to UK. We have to go through IELTS exam, which is IELTS. Yeah. So in there are 4 modules: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So in speaking, how do they conduct the session is, you have a bowl in front of you with a lot of chits in it. You have to pick up a chit and open it. You get a topic. You think on that topic for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then you have to speak on that topic for 5 minutes.
Right, so, that will be a crucial point for which if you are not aware about the football match. Correct. So how do you tackle the situation? Like you are not, you were given a duration of about 5 minutes. You were not able to speak more than 2 minutes. So for that instant, what can be done?
I did not took that topic. When I saw that topic, I told the examiner that I've got a topic to talk about football, and being an Indian, I do not really follow football, so I don't know if I will be able to speak on this topic for 5 minutes. If you can allow me to speak either on cricket or give me a chance to pick another chit. So he gave me an opportunity. Yeah, he gave me an opportunity to pick another chit, but I did not stop there. When I went to UK, I worked for Chelsea Football Club.
Okay.
Just to get the entire knowledge about how football world is.
Hello, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Right, sir. So, what if they were not giving you the opportunity? Let me just take myself there.
Yeah,
if they are not giving us the opportunity, then how do I, tackle the situation?
Now there is two things. Always remember, if you are honest in your, when it comes to interview, I'm talking about now, because as you said about interview, if you are in an interview, and if you are being honest in an interview, nobody is going to ask you to do what you've been told to do. They will always cooperate if you are being honest. If you try to hide things and go round in circles with the interviewer, then there is a high possibility that they will not cooperate. And now as it comes to interview part, I see that Aisha, you are studying or you're working somewhere?
I'm still studying. I'm an aviation student.
Okay, you're aviation student. Manoj?
Hello, sir.
Manoj?
Sir?
Yeah, you're a student or you're working?
Hello.
Student, sir.
Which year you're studying? Yes, sir.
I am MBA student, sir.
Sorry?
I am MBA student in
So this
SIET Tumkur.
is this your final year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Suhail.
Hello, sir. I am audible, sir.
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Sir, can I speak in English and Hindi, sir? Both.
Yes, yes, you can.
Sir, just like for example, sir, कि maybe communication skill is the growth के बारे में मैंने बोलना चाह रहा था कि सर ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि मतलब हम only for book read करें या फिर maybe verbally using and voice का मतलब मैं ये करूँ using of voice brightness maybe and मिरर का मतलब सामने मैं बोलूँ तो मतलब इससे मैं भी मतलब इतना मैं मोटिवेशन में भी सुनते आया हूँ सर जस्ट लाइक कि सर कि ये यूज करो तो आपका ग्रोथ करेगा ये मतलब
देखो एक चीज है ना सुहेल, समझो ये जो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स होते हैं ना, वो लोग अपने लाइफ का जो तजुर्बा रहता है, जो their life experience, they share it on the stage, and it is not necessary what worked for them will work for you as well. बात समझे आप? जो उनके लिए काम कर गया वो आपके लिए काम करे ये जरूरी नहीं. जैसे कि you will find 99% of the motivational speaker when they speak on confidence, वो लोग आपको एक बात बोलेंगे कि आईने के सामने खड़े रहकर रोज सुबह में जो है खुद से बातें करो, इससे तुम्हारा कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ जाएगा, तुम्हारा कम्युनिकेशन स्किल भी अच्छा होगा. ये 99% मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स कहते हैं because it worked for them. Now it is not necessary that what worked for them will work for you as well. तो इसके लिए अपने कम्युनिकेशन को अगर आपको अच्छा बेहतर बनाना है तो एक तो सबसे बेस्ट चीज ये है कि स्टार्ट रीडिंग, बुक्स रीड करना शुरू करो, और कोशिश तो ये करो कि ऐसे बुक्स रीड करना which will add value not only to your life but it will add value to your profession as well. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल आई विल गिव यू नेम ऑफ फ्यू बुक्स. जैसे एक है ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रेटेजी, एक बुक है ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रेटेजी. अब ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रेटेजी ये बुक अगर आप पढ़ोगे तो इसमें एक तो आपका कम्युनिकेशन, सॉरी
फिलिप कोटले की बुक है मार्केटिंग की,
हाँ
अवेलेबल अभी.
हाँ, तो जो भी बुक मतलब ऐसी बुक्स पढ़ो जो आपके लाइफ को और आपके प्रोफेशन को वैल्यू ऐड करे. ऐसी बुक्स मत पढ़ो जिससे आपके लाइफ को और आपके प्रोफेशन को कोई वैल्यू नहीं मिले. बात समझ में आई? हाँ, इट विल हेल्प यू टू इम्प्रूव योर वोकैबुलरी. अब जो आप पढ़ोगे जरूरी नहीं कि आप वही चीज बोल भी पाओ. तो बोलने के लिए आपको सबसे पहले क्या करना होगा, कुछ इंग्लिश सीरियल्स वगैरह है, जैसे कि हमारे टाइम में फ्रेंड्स था, हाउ आई मेट योर मदर, ये सब सीरियल्स जो चलते थे, हम लोग इसको देख देख कर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स थोड़ा हम लोग प्रैक्टिस किया करते थे. तो ऐसे कोई एक आध दो सीरियल्स हो गए जो इंग्लिश के अंदर है, जिसके अंदर ज्यादा फास्ट लोग नहीं बोलते, ऐसे एक दो सीरियल्स देखो और उनके जैसा बात करने की कोशिश करो. तो उसके अंदर एक आपका कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, बात करने का किस तरह से अंदाज है वो आ जाएगा. और फिर उसके बाद में अपना एक सर्कल बनाओ, फ्रेंड सर्कल, जिसके अंदर आप लोगों से, उन लोगों से भी इंग्लिश में बात करो और वो लोग भी आपसे इंग्लिश में बात करो. क्योंकि हमारी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये हो जाती है कि जैसे कि मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी आपसे एक बार बात हुई थी तब बताया था आपको मैंने कि हम लोग बात करने में शर्माते हैं. हम लोग ये समझते हैं कि अगर मैं इंग्लिश में मेरे दोस्तों से बात करूंगा तो वो हंस देंगे. अगर ऐसा लगता है तो फिर एक मैंने आपको बताया था कि एक नया फ्रेंड सर्कल बनाओ जहां पर आप लोगों से इंग्लिश में बात करो. क्योंकि जब एनवायरनमेंट चेंज करोगे तो खुद ब खुद ग्रोथ होना शुरू हो जाएगा. तो इसके लिए जो है एक तो बुक्स का पढ़ना, थोड़े ऐसे सीरियल्स का देखना जिससे आपको कम्युनिकेशन के अंदर हेल्प मिल जावे, और एक ऐसा सर्कल अपना बनाना जहां पर हम बात करने में शर्माएं. और जब यहाँ पर तुम बात करने में शर्माओगे नहीं, जो आपका नया सर्कल रहेगा, फ्रेंड सर्कल रहेगा, तो आप खुद ब खुद महसूस करोगे कि जब आप अपने पुराने दोस्तों को मिलोगे तो वहां पर भी आपको इंग्लिश में बात करने में कोई शर्म नहीं है. ठीक है?
Right. So can you please mention some more books which will really help us in good communication skills or effective communication? Like as you said, Blue Ocean Strategy.
Blue Ocean Strategy. Have anybody of you all heard about Blue Ocean Strategy?
No, sir.
This is a very nice book. I normally recommend this book to many students when they are in their final year. The reason is I want most of the people when they pass out from college or universities not to have a job mindset, because if you have a job mindset, you will never be able to do a business going further in your life. क्योंकि जब आदमी अपना दिमाग के अंदर जॉब के बारे में कोई चीज फिट कर लेता है, उसके बाद में when he tries to go into the when he goes to become an entrepreneur, he always goes with a job mindset. So even though he's going to become an entrepreneur, he has a mindset of an employee, and that will not allow him to do his business properly. So this Blue Ocean Strategy book, which I'm talking about, this book is about mostly about how to do business or how to handle operations. इसके अंदर like there are two oceans, Blue Ocean and Red Ocean. Red Oceans यानी कि वो business जो already exist करता है. Lot of people are there in that business already. Now, if you try to go into that business, you already have a competition. Now, what you will try to do is you will either try to reduce your price, make it more competitive to survive in that business. Or there is a Blue Ocean. Blue Ocean means you will research what is the current requirement in the industry. You will start researching, and then you will come up with a very new product which nobody has created till now. Now, what you will do is you will then start working on your project which is not in the market. This is a complete Blue Ocean, because you have made the entire competition irrelevant. You don't have a competitor in the market. So this is called Blue Ocean strategy. You got it, everyone?
Yes, sir. Thank you so
So
much.
Blue Ocean, yeah, Blue Ocean strategy अगर मैं हिंदी में बोलूँ तो ये वो चीज है कि आप जो है सबसे पहले ऐसे मार्केट की तलाश करते हो कि लोगों को क्या चीजों की जरूरत है, एंड देन यू ट्राई टू बिल्ड अ प्रोडक्ट. ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बिल्ड करते हो जो अभी तक के किसी ने बिल्ड नहीं किया. अब आपने कंपटीशन को इररिलेवेंट बना दिया क्योंकि वो प्रोडक्ट बेचने वाला मार्केट में कोई है ही नहीं. यू आर द ओनली वन. तो अभी आप वो प्रोडक्ट चाहिए तो 100 रुपए में बनाकर 1000 रुपए में बेचोगे तब भी लोग लेंगे, क्योंकि उन लोगों के पास दूसरा ऑप्शन ही है. इसको कहते हैं ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रेटेजी.
Right, sir.
Or name of books you wanted, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll share few names of book. There's one book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Have you heard about this book?
Please come again, sir.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, read that book. I have few books which are in PDF. I'll share it in the group. I have 3 or 4 books which you can, if you want, you can read it on your phone or your laptop,
Yes,
which will help you to build communication, and it will help you to give insights about your industry as well.
So,
Yes, sir.
writer,
Okay, sir.
Yes, Vinay, what did you say?
sir, writer name, sir, book.
I said okay. I said okay, sir.
Okay. Writer name is I think Chan Kim. Chan Kim की book है वो. I also have
Okay,
that
thank
in
you.
my in a PDF format. I'll share it in the WhatsApp. You all are there in the WhatsApp group, right?
Okay, sir, I have just checked.
Okay. So I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. There are few books which I have. One book was written on story about Steve Jobs as well. So if you want to read his story, what he has done so far, you can go through that book as well. Then there's the 5-second rule. There's one book named as 5-second rule. I'll share that book as well. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So anything else that you have, any questions about communication skill before we end up or wrap up for the day? Any other questions? Hana, Bhavna, Manoj, Vinay, Sohail? No other questions? Bhavna?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You all are in the final year?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you already planned what you have to do after your final year? Has anybody planned their future? Manoj, you are doing MBA, right? In marketing or?
Sir, my final year starts in now, sir.
So you're doing MBA in which stream?
Finance, sir.
Finance. Bhavna, you?
Yes, sir.
Sir, same, sir. Marketing and we have to opt HR and finance in. Probably on Monday we have to select one stream
Okay.
because we entered now for final
Now
year,
we
sir.
enter.
So what are you going to choose?
So I have
Better to finance and marketing, sir.
so which one is best on HR and finance among HR and finance?
Both are good. HR is also good. Finance is also good. But scope to grow, I would say, is there in HR.
Okay, sir. Thank
Because
you.
in finance, lot of people nowadays in finance can only grow if they are coming from a CA background. A lot of people are requiring a background from CA. So if you have any intentions of going for CA, then choose finance. Otherwise, HR is something that I think there's a lot of potential in growth in HR.
Okay,
Vinay?
sir. Thank you.
So finance and marketing, sir.
Finance and marketing. So
Yes,
what
sir.
are you going to choose? Finance or marketing?
Sir, we have dual specialization, so we have to choose either finance or HR. I will going to choose finance with a marketing one, sir.
Okay. So what is marketing, Vinay? If you don't mind me asking.
Marketing, it's a process that start from supplying of good until the sale and also after sales.
Okay.
When we
Very
are going to get awareness to the product and we are going to get a feedback from them. So that is, I think, marketing.
Okay. Anna?
Yes, sir.
So you also in MBA final year?
Yes, sir.
So what are you going to choose?
HR and marketing.
HR and marketing. So many people are from marketing background. What according to you is marketing?
It's like selling of goods and services.
Okay. Manoj?
Sir?
What according to you is marketing?
Sir, purchase and selling goods for purpose of profit, sir. Some expectations.
हमारी सबसे बड़ी तकलीफ यही है कि we are in India we are still learning old school methods. Whatever you have said is all right answers, but it is now old school. Now let me ask you one thing. What is the basic purpose of a mobile phone?
Communication, sir.
Do you agree, Vinay, Anna, Bhavna? Do you agree with Manoj? Basic use of mobile phone is having communication. Is it
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if you remember, in 1990s, the phone that we used to have was a basic phone. Incoming calls, outgoing calls, and SMS. That's it. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then came polyphonic ringtone in the mobile. Then came color screen in mobile phone. Then came camera in mobile phone. Then came video recording in mobile phone. Now social media is there. Now almost phone is equal to a laptop. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's a mini laptop.
What was the basic
Yes, sir.
purpose
Yes,
of the phone? Was just to make a call, receive a call, send a message, and receive a message. I am talking about year 2006 when I was in UK, and the first lecture that we had on marketing, the professor who taught us, he asked us the same question: what according to you is marketing? We all gave the same answers like he gave. He told us one thing, that marketing is not satisfying need anymore. Now I'm talking about 2006. He said marketing is not about satisfying need anymore. Marketing is all about creating needs. It's not about satisfying needs. It's about creating needs. And this was the example that he gave us. Okay, there was no requirement of polyphonic ringtones. There was no requirement of color display. But what mobile industry started doing, they started creating needs. And when they started creating needs, people started buying from them. So marketing in today's era is not about satisfying needs. It's not about selling products. It's about creating needs.
Creating.
Okay. Remember
Yes,
this always. Okay, Hannah, Manoj.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
All right. So tomorrow's session, I'm going to send a message in WhatsApp group. I'm going to help you all with setting a goal for yourself and build self-confidence. So maybe tomorrow's session we'll do for 90 minutes. So I'm going to send a message in WhatsApp group, and I want everyone to come tomorrow thinking about what will be your goal to achieve in next 5 years. Okay, so if you are a student and if you are in a final year, by next year you will be passing on. So what will be your goal for next 5 years? Think about it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All
Okay,
right.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much for joining, guys, today. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
Bye, sir.